Okay, so let's get started on our backs today. And bring your knees in. Maybe wrap your forearms around your shins. And then find a little resistance as you pull your knees and also pushing away. So you'll feel that low back start to roll onto the mat when you do that. And rock a little left and right. Then send that left long, continuing to pull that right knee into your right shoulder. Relaxing your head and shoulders down to the mat. See if you can bring that right knee all the way to the outside of your right side of your rib cage. As you reach your left leg long, pressing down into your left calf. And then we'll switch. Send your right leg long. We'll pull that left knee all the way in and up. Just to the left of your rib cage. Again, give that right leg a little bit of energy. And then we'll switch. Right knee in, left leg long. And switch. Right leg long, left knee in. Now release your hands and reach in front of you. We're going to continue that switch, but this time only using our core. So left knee in, right leg long, right in, left long. Start to pull your head and shoulders up off of the mat as you continue to cycle through your legs. Inhaling as you switch, exhaling lower. Now, as you switch, now that long extended leg, those heels aren't going to touch. So they only extend to hover. Continuing to move your legs for 10. Switch. 9, 8, 7, 6. Pull your belly button in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both knees in. Give them a little squeeze. And start to send your feet up to the sky. Toes are pointed. Bring your hands right next to your hips. Pull your belly button in. Just squash the small of your back down onto the mat. Chin is going to stay lifted away from your chest. And you're going to try and lift your hips up. Just pop them up and then lower them down. So we're not using momentum, just lifting them straight up, trying not to rock those toes over your face. We'll find 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Send your arms out wide, palms face down. We're going to drop those knees halfway to the right. Spin your belly button up to the sky. And start to push your right knee up into your left. And resist it with your left knee down into your right. Keep that navel pulled in. Keep your ribs knitted together. Strong legs. Tight core. And then we'll come back into center. And allow those knees to fall halfway over to the left. Push your left knee up into your right and then resist it down with that right knee. Using your arms for balance, don't turn this into an arm exercise. Use your core. Come back into center. Now flowing with your breath. Exhale over to the right. Inhale into the center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center. Maybe coming all the way to the right, just hovering an inch off the mat and then squeezing it back up to center. Exhale all the way over to your left and bringing it up. We'll take one more round each side to the right. Lift it up. to the left, lift it up. Now we'll come over to the right and allow those legs to just fall to the right. Landing on the mat, pointing your chin over to the left, find a stretch along that left side of your waist. And then we'll come back into center and allow those legs to fall all the way over to the left. And then we'll come back all the way through center, pull your knees in, and we'll rock and roll a few times. All the way back, catching that balance, and then all the way back again. Find the balance. Take 3 more of these. Lift, back, lift, back, lift. Hold your Ardha Navasana. Knees are bent 90 degrees. Heart is lifted, shoulders are back. If it feels good, you can start to lift those toes. Maybe lift your hands and hold it here. And bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, and we'll find a version of this Baddha Konasana. So instead of grabbing your feet, just walk your fingertips forward as you allow your knees to fall open wide. And kind of let your head just be heavy, trying to find a little release of that low back. And then walk your fingertips in. We're going to leave that left foot in and send your right leg out. Start to walk those fingertips forward again, and then we'll walk them over to the left. Oh, across that bent knee. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. When you reach that left hand behind you, push into it, push into your left shin, reach your right arm up and over, stretching that right side. And then we'll come back down, walk back to center, and sit up tall, and switch your legs. Right foot in, start to reach your fingertips forward, and then start to walk them over to the right, across that bent right leg. When you get all the way behind you and that right hand finds your mat, then start to push into your right hand, reach your left arm up and over. Land your hips back down on the mat, roll over your ankles, plant your hands, and come to your feet. And find your Tadasana. Feet grounded down into the mat. You can pick up your toes, spread them out, and then lay them back down again. Kneecaps are lifted, your quads are engaged. Find that lift of your pubic bone, that knitting together of your ribs. Shoulders are up and back and down, fingertips at your side, reaching for the mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. We'll just let that right fingertip start to walk down your right leg as you reach your left arm up and over. Come back to center. Reach your right arm up and start to walk your left fingertips down the outside of your left leg. Come back to center. Arms reach up, and we'll bring them to heart center. Hinge at the hips, soften your knees. When you get down there, separate your feet hip distance apart and hang for ragdoll. Nice big generous bend to your knees. You can let your head be heavy. You can sway left and right, bending one knee and then the other. Release your fingertips down to the mat, heel till your feet together. And let's step that left foot to the back of the mat and drop your left knee. Untuck your left toes, interlace your hands on top of that right thigh. And allow your hips to move down and forward. Heart is lifted, shoulders are back. Inhale your arms up so your biceps are next to your ears. And then we're just going to open up those arms as we twist to the right, squeezing your inner thighs together, maybe looking back with that right hand. Drop your right hand towards that left hamstring, reach your left arm up and over. And then we'll come back into our arms separate in our twist. Release your left hand down and reach your right arm up to the sky for a nice easy twist, looking up at that right hand. Then release your right hand down to the mat, shift your hips back, flex your right toes, and we'll fold into our Ardha Hanumanasana, that's our half split. Bend into that right knee, curl your left toes under, step your right foot back to meet your left. We'll take a right side plank, right hand down, left hand up. You're welcome to drop a knee, you're welcome to lift a leg. And bring your left hand down, shift your hips back for downward facing dog. Pedaling out your heels, shifting your hips left and right. Sending your ribs out, maybe finding a little twist. And bend your knees, look forward, step or lightly float to the top of the mat. Feet together. As you inhale, push the earth away as you reach your arms up all the way up to the sky. And hands come to heart center. We're going to take another round of our side bending. You are welcome to interlace your hands if you like this time. Releasing your index fingers up, strong legs lift up tall. And then we'll squeeze the right side of your waist as you push your hips out to the left. Weight stays even in your feet, maybe a little extra juice in the base of that left big toe. Come back to center. Arms are strong, legs are strong. Start to bend over to the left, squeeze the left side of your waist, push your hips to the right. Come back to center. Release your hands behind your back, send your hips forward. You lift your heart, lift your chin. Find a big opening on that front side. Come back to center. Inhale your arms up and exhale, fold. Send that right foot to the back of the mat. We'll drop that right knee, untuck your right toes, interlace your hands and place them on top of that left thigh. And find your lunge, your low lunge. And reach your arms up overhead, biceps next to your ears. And we'll start to twist to the left, separating your arms, maybe looking past those left fingertips. Then drop that left hand to the back of your right leg as you reach your right arm up and over. Bring your arms up wide again, looking back. And then we'll release that right hand down to the mat as you lift your left arm for an easy twist. Release your left hand to the outside of your left foot. We'll shift your hips back and flex your left toes, fold over your left leg. Thanks, Jenny. Bend into that left knee. Plant your hands, curl your right toes under. We'll send that left foot back to meet your right. And then plant your left hand and roll onto the outside of your left foot for a side plank. We'll bring that right hand down, find your plank, back forward on your toes. We're gonna lower for 5 chaturangas, so exhale it down, inhale it up. Exhale, lower, you're welcome to use your knees. We've got 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Inhale into your baby cobra. Untuck your toes. Use only the strength of your back to lift your heart. And then we'll lower it down and send it back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet in about 6 inches, or as much as you need to get your heels really planted on the mat. Left hand ground down into the mat as you reach your right hand to the outside of that left shin and use it as to make a twist, maybe looking all the way underneath that left armpit to the sky. And we'll replace your right hand in your hand. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right shin as you pull and twist, looking up underneath that right armpit. Release your left hand to the mat. Bend your knees, look forward. We'll float to the top of the mat. Lengthen your heart forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Moving a little faster now. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot is gonna go back. Drop your left knee. Untuck your toes. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, hands find the mat. Curl your left toes under. Bring your right foot back. Take a right side plank. Right hand down, left hand up. Looking up at that left hand. And then we'll bring that left hand down, roll over for a left plank, right arm up. And then we'll bring that right hand down, rock forward on your toes, lower halfway, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, push it through. And exhale, send it back. Inhale, that left leg up. We're gonna open up the hip. Send your left knee high to the sky, melting your heart back to that right thigh. And then bring your left foot between your hands and drop your right knee. Inhale, sweep it up. Arms reach up for Anjaneyasana. And exhale, hands find the mat. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward, head up. Exhale, right foot step back, drop your right knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, hands find the mat. Curl your right toes under, find your plank. Inhale, this time starting with that left side plank. Left hand down, right hand up. Exhale, right hand comes down, roll onto the other side. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, that left hand down. Move through your vinyasa, lower halfway to chaturanga. Inhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, send it back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Separate your feet about 8 to 10 inches apart. We're gonna let those heels come all the way to the right. Push forward with your hands as you melt your heart back. Find a huge stretch along that left side body. Come back in through center. We're gonna send those heels over to the left. Push forward with your hands. Find a big stretch along that right side. Come back to center. Bend your knees, look forward. Float to the top of the mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. We're gonna do one more just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come on down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back, drop your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands find the mat. Step your right foot back, we'll find a right side plank. Left arm goes up to the sky. Exhale that left hand down and bring your right arm up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Move to your vinyasa lower halfway. Inhale, push it through. And exhale, send it back. Inhale, that left leg up behind you. Open up the hip. Exhale, left foot comes through next to your hands. Drop your right knee. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands find the mat. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come down. Inhale, head up, find some length. Exhale, right foot comes back, drop your right knee. Inhale, sweep up your arms. And exhale, hands find the mat. Starting with that left side plank, left hand down, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Move through your vinyasa lower halfway. Inhale, push it through. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, your right leg up behind you. Open up the hip. And exhale, right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, hands find the mat. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands to your side. We're going to find Utkatasana. So reach your arms up. And bring your hands to heart center. We'll twist to the right. Left hand, elbow presses into the outside of your right thigh. You can open up your arms here. Maybe looking up at that right hand. Navel pulled in. Hands back to center. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach your fingertips all the way up to the sky. Send your hips forward and dive your hands back. Inhale through center. And exhale, find your chair. We'll twist to the left. Left hand presses down into your right. Roll that left shoulder back. Inhale, center. Push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. Send your hips forward. Dive your hands back. Inhale, center. And exhale, hands back to heart center. We're going to push into that right foot. Lift your left knee. Holding it here. Trying to see if you can even out those hips. Flex your left toes. We're going to start to find some curtsies. So we're going to find 10. So as you bend that right knee, you're going to bring that left foot all the way behind you. You can touch it or not. And then we'll come back into center. 10. Bend. Over to behind you. Crosses behind you. 9. 8. 7. How deep can you make the bend of that right knee? 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it here. Cross it over that right knee. Find your figure 4 and sit your hips low. Lower than you want. Testing your balance, testing your strength, keeping your heart lifted, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll stand up tall and switch. Left foot down. Inhale your arms up overhead. Watch your hands touch. And then we'll bring those hands back to heart center. Pick up your right knee, hip height. Hold it here. Strong left leg rooting down to the base of that left big toe. Navel's pulled in. Flex your right toes, try to even out your hips. Using your breath, inhaling it here. Exhale, crossing behind you. Inhale it up. Exhale behind you. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it over that left knee. Sit your hips low. Find your figure 4. Heart is lifted. Hips are back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push into that left foot. Replace your right foot next to your left. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Your option to take a Bakasana here. Plant your hands, bring your knees into your shoulders. Look forward, pick up your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you shoot it back for Chaturanga. Inhale, heart through. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up, open up the hip. Send your right knee high to the sky. If you want to flip your dog here, you can, maybe coming into a wild thing and just rolling over to the outside of that left foot as you lightly place those right toes behind you and reach your right arm up and over. Replace your right hand down. Send that right leg back for three-legged dog and exhale. Your right foot between your hands. We're going to windmill it up all the way to Skandasana. So bend into that left knee. You can always use your fingertips here for balance. And then we're going to come over to the right. And then back over to the left. And back over to the right. Pivot on your heels, plant your hand, and step your right foot back to meet your left. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale your left leg up, open up the hips. Right heel heavy on the mat. Left knee pointed up. You are welcome to find your flip dog, or maybe just in slow motion, start to roll onto the outside of that right foot as you drop your left toes behind you and reach your left arm up and over. Bring that left hand down, send that left leg back, and then bring your left foot between your hands, and we'll windmill it all the way up into our Skandasana on the other side. Hi, Cindy. Finding a stretch along those left adductors. And then we'll come over to the left. And back over to the right. And then back over to the left. Pivot on your heels, step your left foot back to meet your right. This time we're going to hold that plank and then lower onto our forearms for a forearm plank. Roll onto your left forearm, outside of your left foot, finding a left side forearm plank, reaching your right arm up to the sky. Bring your right hand to your right hip, and we're going to dip it down. Tap your left hip, and then squeeze it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand, right forearm down. Roll onto the outside of that right foot. Bring your left arm up to the sky. Really squeeze your right shoulder blade to that right hip point. And then we'll bring that left hand to your left hip. Dip it down and squeeze it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left forearm down and walk your feet in for dolphin. Melting your heart back. Heels are still reaching for the mat. It's okay if they don't touch, just like down dog. Try to avoid rounding in your low back though. So see if you can find that slight anterior tilt of your pelvis, pointing your sitting bones up to the sky. Then if it's possible, maybe you start to send your hands straight forward if they're interlaced, and push into your hands evenly and find your downward facing dog. You can adjust your hands once you get there. Moving on with our flow. Inhale that right leg up behind you. We're gonna rock it forward slightly. This time we are all gonna take that wild thing variation. So I'm bringing your shoulders over your wrists, in slow motion, rolling onto the outside of that left foot as you just barely touch down your right toes behind you and reach your right arm up and over. And bring your right hand down. Inhale that right leg up behind you for three-legged dog. And exhale your right foot between your hands. Windmill it up all the way into Skandasana. And then we'll come over to the right and back over to the left. This time we're gonna flip those right toes up, bring off that left leg and find your warrior three. You can leave your hands at heart center. You can reach them forward. We're gonna swing that left knee all the way forward. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Grab that left big toe and kick it out. Open it out to the left. Heart is lifted, shoulders are back, gaze to the right. Come back to center. Release that left big toe. Holding it here. Reach your arms up. We're gonna send that left leg straight back, warrior three. Soften your right knee and step into crescent. Inhale it up here. And exhale, hands find the mat. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale your left leg up. Getting ready for that wild thing. So roll it forward, shoulders over your wrists. Start to roll onto the outside of that right foot. You just barely touch your left toes behind you with your left arm up to the up behind you. Bring that left hand down. Inhale your left leg back for three-legged dog. And exhale that left foot between your hands. Windmill it all the way up to Skandasana. And then over to the left. And then over to the right. This time we'll flip those left toes up. Bring off your right leg. And come into your warrior three. You can reach your arms forward. And we'll swing that right knee all the way forward. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Grab that right big toe. Kick it out. Send it out to the side. Heart is lifted, shoulders are back. Gaze to the left. Come back to center. Kick it out and hold. Reach your arms up. We'll send it back, warrior three. Bend that left knee. We'll step it back, crescent. And hands find the mat. Vinyasa. Once you get to downward facing dog, bend your knees, look forward. Float to the top of the mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna ground down through that right foot. Pick up your left knee and rotate it out. Finding a home for that left foot that isn't your knee. So either that left calf, you can certainly find Ardha Padmasana, which is your half lotus, or you can bring that left heel all the way up into your right inner thigh. Hands return to heart center. Send your arms out wide, push the walls away. We're going to twist to the right, bringing your gaze with you. Come back to center. We'll twist to the left. Come back to heart center. Reach your right arm up, bring your left hand behind you, pick up the inside of that left foot. Bring your knees back together, get ready for dancer pose. Start to kick your left foot into your left hand as you reach your right arm forward. For 3, for 2, for 1, come back to center and change. Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press your left foot down into the mat. We'll pick up that right knee. Find a home for that right foot. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Send your arms out wide. Wrists flexed like you're pushing away the walls. And we'll begin to twist to the left. Come back to center. And we'll twist to the right. Come back to center. Send your left arm up, bring your right hand behind you. We'll pick up the inside of that right foot and bring your knees back together. Start to kick through that right hand as you reach your left hand forward. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Come back to center and change. Inhale your arms up and exhale, fold. Separate your feet, hip distance apart. Grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Elbows bend out. Let your head be heavy. Rocking weight into your toes. And release your big toes. Pick up the soles of your feet and slide the palms of your hands underneath. Inhale, lengthen, head up. And exhale, fold, elbows bend out or back. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, bring your left arm underneath your right. Palms come together, setting up for Garudasana. Sitting low. We'll bring that left leg high up over your right, finding a single or double wrap. And starting to hinge at the hips. We'll come about halfway down. Start to release that left foot behind you, coming into your eagle airplane. Opening up your wings, coming into your Degasana. Oops. And then we'll bring those right fingertips down, left fingertips up, and find your half moon. Stacking that left hip on top of your right. Soften that right knee. We'll bring it all the way to the back of the mat and find your reverse warrior. So nice big bend in that front leg. You can let those left fingertips dangle down the back of that left leg, or maybe bring it all the way to the inside of your right thigh. Start to straighten that right leg. Parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hinging at the hips. We'll bring those fingertips down underneath your shoulders. Inhale, push the earth away, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands back to your hips. Strong legs lifted all the way up. We'll point those right toes to the right. Find your warrior legs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill it down. This time, option to take a little handstand hop if that's something you like to do. And move through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Float to the top of the mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, that right arm goes under your left. Palms come together. Sit low into your chair. We'll bring this right leg high up over. For a single or a double wrap, find your Gardasana, your eagle pose. Using the strength of your upper back to lift your heart. Start to fold, hinging at the hips, coming about halfway down, and then we'll unwind that right leg and send it straight back. Finding your eagle airplane, unwinding your arms, finding Degasana, and then we'll bring those left fingertips down, right fingertips up, stack your right hip on top of your left for Ardha Chandrasana. Soften that left knee. We're going to step it all the way back and find your reverse warrior. Again, finding your hand placement of choice, back of your right leg, or maybe all the way to the inside of your left thigh. And then we'll lift it up, straighten your left leg, and parallel your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, we'll find a shoulder rinse as we hinge at the hips. And come all the way down. And then release your fingertips down to the mat. Place your right hand right below your face. Push the earth away and reach your left arm up to the sky for a twist. We'll bring that left hand down. Bring your right arm up. We'll bring that right hand down. Bring your hands to your hips, strong legs lifted all the way up. Point your left toes to the front of the mat. Bend into that left knee. Find your warrior leg. Find your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, we'll windmill it down. Again, options maybe to take it upside down for a breath. Push it through. Find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, float to the top of the mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll start to lower down into a little toe squat. So picking up your heels, heart is lifted, knees together, ankles together, navel pulled in, twist to the right. Back through center. Twist to the left. Back to center. Start to reach your hands forward, 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 forward. And then drop your fingertips down to the mat. Split your knees and find a garland pose. Just let your head be heavy. You can keep walking those fingertips forward. You're welcome to take the balancing variation of this pose if you like. Then start to walk your fingertips back in slightly. Lift your hands so you're now just reaching in front of you, reaching in front of you. Slow motion, you're going to let those hips find the mat. And bring your feet up for Navasana. Feet up, shoulders are back, heart is lifted, gaze is lifted. Take your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot. We'll hover that left heel and reach your right arm behind you. Come back to center. Bring your left hand to the right hand to the outside of your left foot. Hover that right leg and reach your left arm. Looking back into your left palm. We'll come back to center. Both arms up. Feet up. Pull it in tight, 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 tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Feet together, knees apart. So this time we will take the full Baddha Konasana variation. Bring your thumbs to the base of your big toes and your elbows in to your inner thighs. Heart reaches forward. Sit up tall. This time tuck your chin around your back and bring your forehead to the base of your to your big toes, not the base, just the big toes. Sit up tall. We're going to send that left leg long. Keep your right foot in and find Janu Shirshasana. So inhale your arms up overhead. If it's available to you, maybe you grab your right wrist and loop it around that left foot and fold. And then we'll lift it up tall. Switch your right foot forward. Bring the sole of your left foot in. If it's available to you, you'll grab that left wrist as you fold. I have a little injury, so I won't do that. And fold. And then we'll sit up tall. Send your left foot out. Bring your right heel in, and we'll find Marichyasana. So bring your rib cage to the inside of that right shin. We'll bring your arms out. Hi, Cindy. And have them join behind you, folding over that left leg, gazing at that left foot. Hi. And then we'll lift it up and switch. Right leg goes long, left heel comes in. Bringing your rib cage to the inside of that left shin. We'll send your arms out wide in front and have them join behind. Flex your right toes and fold. And then we'll come back up to seated. We'll send that left leg long once again. Bring your right heel in. Bring your right hand behind you and hug that right knee into your body. With your left hand, roll that right shoulder back. So this is Marichyasana C. If you love grabbing the bind in this pose, go ahead. We're just looking for a spinal twist. Unwind, send your right foot forward, bring your left heel in. We'll wrap that right arm around that left knee, bring your left hand behind you, sitting up nice and tall, bringing your gaze behind you. And then we'll unwind and send that left foot long. Adjust your hips. Coming into Paschimottanasana, if it's available to you, grab your big toes. Inhale, lift. And exhale, elbows bend down. And hinge at the hips, folding. Sit up tall. Bring your hands behind you. We're going to take a reverse plank. I'm going to modify by bending my knees. Push into your heels. Push into your hands. Lift your hips. If it feels good to drop your head back, drop your head back. And then release your hips down to the mat. Send your feet long. Reach forward, and then we'll roll it all the way back. And bring your knees in. We're going to take 3 rounds of a full wheel. If full wheel's not in your practice, just take a bridge. So bring your hands next to your head, next to your ears. Heels are into your body. We'll start to push into your heels, push into your hands, and lift it up tall. Steady your breath, steady your thoughts. Come down slowly onto the top of your head. Adjust your hands toward your feet, and then we'll push it right back up. And then again, come on to the top of your head. Adjust your hands to your feet. Last one. Push it up. And then start to tuck your chin and come all the way down. Bring your knees in. Rock a little left and right. Send your left leg long. Keep your right knee all the way into your right shoulder. And then we'll let that right knee go over to the left as you extend your right arm long to the right. And we'll come back into center. Pull that right knee in. Pull your left knee in. Take a moment here, maybe even grabbing for the outsides of your feet and finding your happy baby. And pushing your feet into your hands as much as you are pulling your feet with your hands. If it feels good to rock left and right, go ahead and do it. Give yourself a little massage. And then we'll send that right leg long as you pull that left knee in. And allow your right hand to guide your left knee over to the right. And extend your left leg, left arm over to the left. And we'll bring that left knee back in. And you bring your right knee in to meet it. And allow your feet to find the mat. Knees stay bent. Send your hands out wide, your arms out wide, and just start to windshield wiper out your legs. Just allowing some opening of your hips, your pelvis, your low back. And the next time they're over to the right, just let them stay. If that's enough of a stretch for you, you can stay there. If you want to cross that right ankle over your left knee, you can do that too. And if your right ankle is over your left knee, take it off, and we'll let those knees windshield wiper over to the left. Again, you can just stay right there, or you can bring that left ankle over your right knee. And then we'll come back into center. Bring both knees in. Give them a nice little squeeze together. And send everything long. Legs long. Arms out from your side, palms face up. And we'll bring those knees in. And start to roll up. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to unmute you, so namaste.